Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. I'm so excited for this one because, as you can see, we've got a full house. We have some awesome guests with us today, and we're talking all about HeyOrca, which usually we're just doing different tactical social media topics. So it'll be fun to do a whole webinar on HeyOrca. So as we wait for a few more people to join, as usual, let me know in the chat where you're joining from. Lyle already beat me to it. She's joining from Halifax. We have Ohio. Awesome. And also let me know if it's warm or cold where you are, because it is that weird in-between weather where it's sunny, but it is cold. Like I think it was maybe 5 outside this morning. So we're in that really weird in-between. Ooh, chilly Alaska. Oh, Lyle, you had to wear your super puff already. It's too early. Awesome. Keep letting me know in the chat where you're joining from. Let me know if it's cold. Oh, Italy. Nice. Love that. And we'll get right into it. So I know we're speaking all about HeyOrca today, so I'm sure you know who we are, but if you came across this webinar on LinkedIn or anywhere else, we are HeyOrca. We're a social media scheduler for teams and agencies, so we're here to assist you with all of your scheduling needs. And you picked a good webinar because we're going to be going over different hacks and what is coming up in our roadmap. So you will walk away learning a lot, I promise. But we'll do a quick round of intros, and I'm so excited because I have 3 amazing guests here with me today. But my name is Alyssa, and I'm a community manager here at HeyOrca. So I work on our webinars, newsletter, Facebook group, all that kind of stuff. And I'll pass it over to Nabeel.
Thanks, Alyssa, and thanks for that introduction. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. My name is Nabeel, and I'm the product operations specialist here at HeyOrca. So that means I work with our amazing product and engineering team to help bring some of the great features that you guys are used to. And I'm currently based in St. John's, Newfoundland. So it's a bit chilly here as well.
Awesome. We're so excited to have you. And we'll pass it over to Madilyn.
Hi there, I'm Madilyn, and I'm from an organization called Our Traction, and we help nonprofits and charities accomplish their missions, whether it's through web design, socials, or anything else, brand design. And I've worked there for a little bit over 2 years, almost 3 years, as well. And I'm from Southwestern Ontario, London, Ontario, shout out. So it's same, it's cold and sunny. It's a little bit of both.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us. I used to live in London. Definitely miss it. I will now pass it over to Molly.
Hi, thanks for having me. My name's Molly Shanahan. I'm the owner of Watermark. We're a social media agency. We also do a lot of content creation. We're a team of 9. We work with businesses of all different sizes. We're in Connecticut, so already cold here, unfortunately, but at least it's beautiful with the leaves. We also run a really great community called Social Society, where we connect with other social media managers. We host monthly trainings. We have office hours, things like that. So if you're a freelancer or you're trying to grow an agency, we'd love to connect with you after the call sometime for that too.
Awesome. Thanks, Molly. And we put the link to Social Society in the chat as well. So definitely check that out. And then you'll find Molly, Madilyn, and Nabeel's LinkedIn pages in the chat as well. So if you want to connect with them after, definitely do so. And of course, we love doing giveaways. So you have 2 chances to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So the first way is very easy. We have a poll right now going on our LinkedIn page, and we're making it all about ourselves today. So it's what your favorite thing about HeyOrca is. So check it out, vote on that poll, and then tomorrow at noon, I'll be randomly selecting someone who voted on that poll, and you will be winning an Amazon gift card. And then the second way to win, you can actually share something that you learned in this webinar. Maybe you're going to learn a new hack that you didn't know in the past. Share it on LinkedIn, tag us, and Tuesday at noon, I'll be picking a winner for that. So you'll have a little bit more time for this one, because I know sometimes making a post on LinkedIn takes forever. So you have till Tuesday at noon if you want to participate that way. So 2 different ways to win. And then just want to shout out Cameron. Cameron was our winner last week. She shared what she learned all about TikTok hooks on LinkedIn. So shout out Cameron. And before we dive into everything that we have to share today, I do want to let you know that our free plan is now live. So it's been live for a little bit, but we've been letting people in cohorts. But now if you want to join, you will just be automatically in the free plan. So if you're looking for a plan where you can connect 2 social platforms and have 10 posts a month, it's perfect for personal brands, creator accounts, passion projects, different things like that. You can now sign up and immediately get access to it. So Lyle posted the link to it in the chat. Definitely check that out. Okay, the poll is currently not. Oh, Lyle just put the link to the poll on there. So check it out. All right. And so today we're going to be going over lots of awesome things. So Nabeel is going to be taking us through what recently has been released in HeyOrca, and then he's going to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in Q4, top secret stuff. So you're all very special to see all the behind the scenes. And then we're going to pass it to Molly and Madilyn, who's going to show us their favorite hacks. They showed me their hacks the other day, and I actually learned something new. I was like, whoa, at some of these hacks. So very excited to go over them, but I will pass it off to Nabeel.
Awesome. So yeah, let's start with some of our recently released features and some very exciting news if Threads is part of your workflow, or if it's something that you want to get more involved with. We actually just released Threads Direct Publishing. So now you can connect your Threads account directly to your calendar, plan and collaborate around your content, and have it published directly from your HeyOrca account. And we also still support notifications for Threads publishing. So if you did want to post something manually, that exists now as well. So if you're excited about this feature, definitely leave a comment below. We know that we are. And yeah, love to see Threads being part of the workflow now. Some other recently released highlights. So now on the mobile app, if you're ever on the go and you need to make some quick changes to your content, you can add or you can edit your content directly on the mobile app. So you can change things like the caption, the stage, the time. And we're also working on adding new features, such as being able to upload media directly to a post from the mobile app, as well as some other functionalities when it comes to editing. So now if you're ever on the go and you can't access your computer, you can easily go on the HeyOrca app and edit your content that way. We also recently introduced LinkedIn PDF publishing, which I know was a highly anticipated feature for everyone. So this allows you now to create the traditional PDF carousel format, as well as publish PDF documents for your audience. So if you have any case studies, any kind of documents that you want to share with your audience, you can do that directly with your calendar as well, and make that as part of your regular LinkedIn content strategy. So we're really excited about that one. As well, we also introduced YouTube publishing. So that includes both YouTube Shorts and YouTube long form videos up to 10 minutes. So like the other features, you can now make YouTube and especially YouTube Shorts a part of your content strategy, because we know it is a growing platform and a lot more people are shifting over there for their video-based needs. So it's really awesome to be able to offer that as well. So if you're excited about that, let me know down below.
We have some comments here in the chat. We have some love for the LinkedIn PDF feature, which is great. Kara says, I love the app update. Brett says, I really appreciate the mobile app editing features. Super helpful while out and about. Love it. Yes, the app updates are very helpful.
Yeah, that's great feedback. Thank you guys for sharing that. We'd love to see that you've been finding it helpful, and we're excited to introduce new features as we make the app more similar to what the web experience is like. So stay tuned for those updates as well. And if we jump into what's coming down in Q4, here's a little sneak peek of some of the things that you can expect. So we're adding in custom permissions to the app to improve how your clients and internal team interact with your HeyOrca calendar. We're also bringing LinkedIn geotagging for your post, improved notifications, recurring posts, LinkedIn personal reports, Instagram demographics data. We're also looking at adding the media library in the side panel next to the calendar so that your media is only one click away. For Instagram reports, we're adding in the ability to separate your paid and organic metrics to make reporting a bit easier. We're also bringing custom reports, which is another highly anticipated feature. So keep an eye out for that one. And again, on the mobile side, we're bringing media uploading as well as an improved client experience. For LinkedIn, again, we're bringing a first comment feature, which is very similar to the one that exists for Instagram. And for the social inbox, we're going to look at implementing TikTok to be part of the social inbox so you can manage your community from there as well. So yeah, these are some of the features that are coming out, and we're really excited for it. So stay tuned to the newsletter and our roadmap, and you can see all the updates there as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Nabeel. I'm looking at this list and I'm trying to decide what my favorite one is, like what one I'm most excited for. And I think it honestly might be LinkedIn first comment. Oh, Jen also says LinkedIn first comment will be a game changer. Because yeah, I feel like with LinkedIn, this is just what they say is it's better if you put links in the comment rather than in the actual post. So that will be super helpful. And then we have a question from Chelsea. Any plans to add subtitle uploading / embedding?
Yeah, thanks for the question. At the moment, this isn't on our direct roadmap, but I'll definitely take this down as a feature request because we know that we've seen this come up before. So I'll bring this back up with the product team to see if maybe this can be part of our 2025 roadmap.
Awesome. And then another question here is, can you elaborate on custom permissions? So what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so from a high level, custom permissions will allow you to have more granular control over what your internal team members and clients can do, as opposed to having just the standard roles. So it'll allow you to basically go in and kind of tailor a little bit more what access they have and to control how your team functions in the calendar a little bit better.
Awesome. Thanks, Nabeel. I think that's all the questions we have right now. Oh, Molly, can you explain reoccurring posts? Yes. Can you elaborate a little more on what that means?
Yeah, definitely. So recurring posts will allow you to basically, with one click, create a set of posts. So if you ever created a meeting, let's say on Google Calendar, you have the option to create it as a recurring meeting. So if you have a post or a post schedule that you want to create, this will allow you to create that quickly. And it'll also allow you to make changes to the group of posts or to an individual post within it. So that if you have a multiple set, like a campaign or some kind of holiday that you want to create a set of posts for, you can do that in one click as opposed to having to create them multiple times manually.
I love that. That will be so helpful. And Jameson just says, looking forward to the enhancements of reporting. Also appreciate Nabeel and his responsiveness in the support chat. Yay.
Thank you very much.
We love that. Our customer care team is the best. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nabeel, for showing us what has been released recently and what's coming up. There are so many awesome things coming up, so we are so excited. And we can start getting into the hacks. And first, I just want to say, Madilyn, your cat is so cute. I can see your cat on your lap. Adorable. Love that. But yeah, I will remove this here. And then we're going to get into some of our hacks now. And I'm going to say, if you have a HeyOrca hack that isn't being shown today, definitely share it in the chat. Let us know what it is, because we love hearing how everyone uses different features and different hacks that they have. So definitely share. But I will pass it over to Molly, who's going to share her hacks first.
I also want to jump on the hype for the support chat because I know that my team uses it and we're obsessed with you guys. So
Yay.
definitely love the support chat.
Love that.
Okay, I'm going to present. Okay, so we have been using HeyOrca for I think 4 years now. And so almost all of our current clients, we have all of the posts from them in HeyOrca still. So what's really cool is I just found out about this hack myself recently, and I think it's the coolest thing. So in the filtering system, you can just type a word. So you can search how many posts do I have about Prime Day coming up, and it will filter out all of your posts for that. Target anything that's written into your caption or into your events will filter right through. I think that's the coolest thing. It doesn't have to be for big events either. It can be for like, how many times have I used the word folks or how many times have I said the word pizza? So for us, that's been super, super helpful. And that's just right up here in the post filters. So love that one.
I love that, and I like didn't even realize that existed myself. So when you showed that, I was like, wait, this is amazing. That is so cool. So love that hack.
Yeah, very, very cool. And so the next one that we use constantly is the bulk move and the bulk copy. So if you haven't done this before, it's also very easy. So sometimes we'll start a new client and we'll kind of just write posts on random days, or things will get pushed back because of our onboarding process or things like that. So the best way that we can do it is, we can still create everything, get it all scheduled out, but then we can bulk move things. So if you just select the entire day, if you want the events to go with it, you can just check the box up here and it will select everything. Otherwise, you can just select the ones that you want to. And then we just go to move posts and then select a new start date. So if I move I'm not going to move all these because there's just somebody's post I'm messing with. But whatever day you select as your start date, it will just start that batch of posts from that day going forward. So I selected starting the 8th over here. And so that post starting on the 8th, if I moved it to the 30th, that'll just start right after that. So that has been super helpful. In the same way that we use bulk copy. So bulk copy is when we want to copy it potentially to another calendar. So if we're using a client for a little bit of time, we might load them up on the same calendar as somebody else. And then if we take on the client in long term, we'll get a new calendar. So we use bulk copy to kind of take those posts out that we have scheduled and move them over to the other calendar. So that has been very, very helpful for us.
Awesome. I love that. Bulk actions is so helpful because, yeah, if you were to move all of those posts individually, it would take forever. So, yes, definitely utilize bulk actions if you don't already. Awesome. So, thank you so much, Molly. Love those hacks. And then next, I'm going to pass it over to Madilyn.
So I'm going to go through a couple different things. We're going to start with the image resize. So I think this one's super helpful because sometimes you don't have time to actually edit your image or anything and you want to throw it up real fast. Say your post has to go out that day. Just using the transform tool and saying it needs to be square or something, going back, pressing save and having it done. Like it takes a couple of seconds, but then you're like ready to go for Instagram or something like that. That has saved me so much time because I don't have to like put it into necessarily like a Lightroom or a Canva or anything like that. So another example is like this one here. If I wanted it to be, what do you call it, landscape, same kind of idea, right? So you would just pick this one, go like this, save, and then it'll edit it for you while you're working on your caption or whatever, and then it'll be good to go. The next thing I have is like suggested hashtags has also saved me so much time. So thank you for that feature. So just even going here and it analyzes what you've written or anything like that. And it'll show you like different ones. So this one was like a fake campaign about cats, starring the cat in my lap right now. And then go like that. It's done. They're also nicely in that capitalization. So that's easier for screen readers, which I love. And then say you want to find an emoji that's a cat, just using the 2: thing like that and searching for your emoji also saved me so much time. So those are the most time saving for sure. And then the other thing I was going to show was the content library feature. So say you have something that you are probably going to post again. And we currently don't have the recurring posts, but that's going to be sweet probably with this feature as well. And you would just click down here to save it to the content library. So then you can have this post for later. And then when you go to media in the library, you're going to have all your images and everything you've uploaded here. But in the content section, you'll have these here. And then that's when you can click on both of these and use a bulk action, right? So you could copy it into a future date and do things like that. Say you're running this campaign across a couple calendars. You can even use advanced copy and then choose those calendars so that you have like consistency, which I think is super helpful as my cat leaves my lap here. But those ones are super cool. And then the other thing in the library that has been super helpful as well is the alt text. So this has saved so much time. And it's nice because now it's like you don't really have an excuse to not do this step because the alt text is pretty good. And then obviously just editing it so that it makes the most sense. So this one seems pretty legit. You select it, press save, and then it should be on your post. Like it'll say alt text used kind of idea. So those are the ones that I have for you today. I moved pretty fast. So if there's any questions, let me know.
Awesome. Thank you so much. First of all, the emoji hack is such a good one. And I always forget about it. And I find myself trying to find an emoji like the old fashioned way. And then when I remember that, it's just so much easier. So love that. And then I always forget to utilize the content library because I feel like it's so good if maybe you want to create a bunch of posts at once, but you don't really want to necessarily put them on your calendar yet. It's such a good place to house those posts. And then another one that I love is the alt text one, because actually when I write the newsletter and if I put any images in the newsletter, I would want to add alt text to it. And sometimes I'd just be sitting there trying to think like, how do I write this so it's written well for alt text? And so now when I put images in the newsletter, I'll actually upload my images into HeyOrca first, get the alt text from there, and then copy it into my newsletter. So it helps so much in all different ways. I think Lyle may also use it for the blog as well, if there's any images in the blog. So good to get that help because it can be difficult to write alt text because you want to write it in, the right way. And it can be sometimes hard to, describe the image that you're using. So I love the alt text one. Just checking if we have any questions here. Can this please be a reoccurring webinar? This is so helpful. Yes, we can. So there will be a survey that goes out actually about 10 minutes after this is done. Let us know what you thought of this webinar. If you found it helpful, we can definitely do them more often because we don't do them as often anymore. So if you want to see it more often, definitely fill out that survey. And then I was looking at HeyOrca today and I was like, okay, I think I have a few hacks. So I'm going to show 2 hacks that I love. So I am going to share my screen here. All right. So one that I love that is really helpful when your brain is just not working when you're trying to respond to comments. This is in the social inbox. So this is actually for the pro plan. But if you have access to the social inbox, say I want to respond to a comment, but I actually just cannot think of what to say, or say you get a negative comment and you're kind of stuck on how to go about it. If you select reply, it will actually give you some AI reply suggestions. So this is so helpful for those times when you just can't think of something. So you can take the reply and then of course you can tweak it a bit to make it, a little more personal. But that helps so much when going through different comments and messages and stuff like that. And maybe you've been doing it like all day and your brain is just off. Let this help you. So I love that one. And then my second one, I'm going to go into reports here. I'll just hit the Instagram report. So this one was actually, I think we maybe released it a few months ago, but the automated reports I think is so cool. So if you have a client, or maybe if you want to send your boss the reports every month, but you don't want to have to remember to do it, you can email this report. And you can just schedule it here, and you can have it go every month, or you can choose whatever time frame you want. But this way, you don't have to remember it every single time. That one is probably one of my favorite ones that we've released recently. And one thing, since I'm in the Instagram report now, we do have more. Let me go down here, more Reels insights as well. I know like video content has been growing the past like 2 years, but I feel like it's like still growing quite a bit. So if you're posting Reels a lot, definitely check out our more detailed Reels insights here as well. All right, those were my hacks. I'm gonna check the chat here and see. I see, do nonprofits have access to the Pro account? You can upgrade your account to Pro whenever you want. So if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely reach out to our team and they can help you out with that. Let's see here. Oh, I see Lyle answered the question about referral code. So yeah, if you're looking for your referral code, if you click on your profile picture in the bottom corner, you'll see an option called referral program, and that's how you can get your unique code there. And yes, this is being recorded, so don't worry, you will get a copy of this later today. Awesome. Okay, I think I've answered everything, but I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed this webinar. We haven't done a specifically HeyOrca one in a while, so I'm glad you like them. So we'll definitely bring them back more often. And I will mention next week there is no webinar. The whole HeyOrca team is actually gathering together in Montreal, so we will not have a webinar next week, but the webinar the week after, so on Halloween, we have a very spooky topic. We're going to be talking about how to handle a social media crisis. So maybe you've dealt with this before, where maybe you posted something and now people are taking it maybe the wrong way. Maybe it is causing a lot of drama online and you're not quite sure how to go about it. We're gonna be talking about that on Halloween. I figured it was a good one for Halloween because it's kind of a scary situation if you're in it. So if you've experienced it before, definitely come and share some advice. And then if you haven't experienced it, come and learn how to, just in case, because it can happen out of nowhere. So definitely come to that one. Lyle just put the link to that in the chat. Laura, what is the emoji hack? Okay, so I'm just gonna write it in the chat because I feel like it will be better. But so if you do the 2 dots here, so I just wrote it. So if you do this inside of HeyOrca, so if you put like smile or dog, then it will pop up below instead of you having to go to the emoji icon and going through all the different ones. Another one, I have a question. Does anyone know if you can bulk assign posts for waiting approval to a specific client? I hate having to assign each individual post. Takes so much time. Yes, so I will actually show you this here. So let me share my screen quickly again. Okay, so let's pretend I want to assign these 2 posts here. So if you go to bulk actions, You can do awaiting approval, or you can do multi-approval if you want to have multiple people approve it. But that's how you can do multiple at once. So if you made a bunch of posts at one time, you can select all of them and then just put it in awaiting approval all at once instead of having to, do them all individually. All right. Awesome. So I think I answered all the questions here. We'll definitely do this again. Thank you everyone for coming. And thank you so much to Nabeel, Molly, and Madilyn for joining us and sharing all the good stuff with us. You shared so much. And I think everyone can say they learned something new today, which is great. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Thursday. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Bye.